Okay, you could start now.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining our Spanish exchange in Fortnite. I'd like to introduce our team today. I'm Birgit Schiefer. I coordinate the student exchanges.
I'm Karen Millian, the Spanish teacher.
Then we have also a live interpreter, Karina, here.
Hola,
We'll
buenas tardes. Can I give instructions?
Yes, please.
Okay. Buenas tardes, estamos ofreciendo interpretación simultánea al español durante esta reunión. Si desea escuchar la interpretación en español, haga clic en el botón Interpretation o Interpretación en la parte inferior derecha de la pantalla Zoom. Verá un icono con el globo terráqueo. Si se está uniendo a través de la aplicación Zoom por smartphone, seleccione su idioma haciendo clic en More o Más o en los tres puntos en la esquina inferior derecha de la pantalla. Seleccione Language Interpretation, interpretación del idioma, luego elija Spanish y haga clic en Done o Listo. Si desea escuchar solo a los intérpretes y no a los oradores originales, asegúrese de hacer clic en Mute Original Audio, silenciar audio original. Todos deben elegir un idioma y por favor no se quede en la posición de apagado predeterminada. Now in English. We're offering live interpretation in Spanish during this meeting. If you wish to hear Spanish interpretation, please click the interpretation button at the bottom right of your Zoom screen. You'll see a globe icon. If you're joining via the Zoom smartphone app, select your language by clicking More or the three dots in the bottom right corner of your screen. Select Language Interpretation, then choose Spanish and click Done. If you wish to hear only the interpreters and not the original speakers, be sure to click Mute Original Audio. Everyone must choose a language. Do not stay in the default off, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. The meeting will be recorded, as you saw, so we will send that out later and place that on our website. We're very excited to bring our Spanish exchange back to Einstein Academies. The last exchange was in 1920. So this is an exciting new adventure for us. And I would like to share a few more details. So this is a true exchange similar to a German exchange. The students would host a student from Colegio Arenas Atlántico who will go to school with them and vice versa. The exchange is about 14 days. Cost, we do not know yet. This will highly depend on flight cost of the trip to Spain. We guess around $2,000. We do usually also offer scholarships for those trips. The visit of Spanish students from the Colegio Arenas would happen end of January, beginning of February. The dates will again depend on their flight schedule. They have not booked the flight yet. And the visit of our students to Gran Canaria will potentially be mid-May to beginning of June, also 2 weeks. We're not quite sure where exactly that falls in that time period, because again, that will depend on the cost of flights and when we can find the best flights. Our exchange school is a beautiful IB school in Arucas, which is in Las Palmas, Gran Canaria. They have about 400 students in the upper IB track. And we will share at the end of this presentation a video with a little bit more information that the school has shared with us, where they're presenting their school. Here is a map of Gran Canaria. All the way in the top, you see the location of the school. A few pictures, some things the students did when they were visiting the last time. And we would like you to review this with your family. Is this something you would like to do? Are you interested for your family to host a child? Then please pick up an application from your child's Spanish teacher. Ms. Milian here and Ms. Ramirez have them available either electronically or in hard copy. We ask to please fill out that application by the 7th of October because we need to start moving on this so that our team in Spain can book flights. Now I want to go back to the actual video. You can have a little bit, a 5-minute video, so you learn a little bit about the school and what they're all about. So let's see. That is not working the way it's supposed to work. While I look for the video, we would like to open up also the chat room. If you have specific questions that we can answer tonight, please type them into the chat room or raise your hand.
Yes, and the question was similar to German exchange. Will there be attempt to match students with like interests? Yes, we will have the application, we will read it, and then we will match, for example, if they like pets or if they don't, when we do the applications. The next question is, what are the requirements for hosting? Birgit?
So the host students, ideally the host student would be a 7th or 8th grade student. Priority would be given to 8th grade students because this is the last year that they could go. They can share a room with the host child. Actually, that is actually preferred because that's how they get to know each other best. And you would be their family during their time here in San Diego. Take them around, show them San Diego, provide them with room and board, and take them to school and participate in trips that we schedule for the team.
Okay, the next one is, will the dates conflict with the trip to Germany? I think so.
Yes, they do usually overlap somewhat with the trip to Germany, yes.
And no, the next question is, do the students have to have a good grasp of Spanish? No, as long as they're taking Spanish, we will take them and they will practice over there as well. And I will paste the video in a minute in the chat.
We can play it also for you if you like. So let's take a break and maybe show the video. I hope I got it going now. There we go.
We cannot hear it.
You can hear you? Can you hear it?
Nope. Cannot hear it. While you fix it, I'll answer the other one. Is this open for all the students or only to the Spanish students? We're taking first the Spanish students, and then if there is any available space, we will take the German, the students that are taking German, or if they have any knowledge of Spanish. And it will be for May 23rd, May 2023. It will be our date. Do we need chaperones? Not at this point that I know.
We usually do not take parent chaperones, but teacher chaperones on those trips, similar to our other exchanges. Mm-hmm.
And the other question,
just place the link in the chat.
The other question is, by when do we have finalized the schedule and confirm the trip is taking place?
So ideally, by next week, we would have a commitment from you if you wanted to participate. Then the next step would be we look at the student matches to see who the students are in Spain. Once we've made the student matches, that's kind of a commitment on both sides. That's when they book their flights, and that's when we plan their trip first, coming in January. And after they have been here in January, we then plan the return trip in May.
And the next question is, when we need to have a student from Spain at home so that the students can participate in this exchange?
At this point in time, yes, unless we find a student who just wants to host and does not want to go, but usually it's a true exchange.
And what are the requirements for the student to be able to go on the exchange?
So the students have to be in good academic standing. They need to get a recommendation from their from a teacher or from a coach. They have to turn in a 500-word essay in Spanish why they want to go, why they're motivated. We want to make sure that they're mature enough to go on a trip. They become ambassadors when they go to Spain, and we want to make sure they're mature enough. So those are kind of the basic requirements. If we have more applications than we have spots, we do give priority to 8th grade students.
And how many Spanish students are coming?
We don't know yet. They're kind of in the same process we are in right now.
And I don't think, and that's, hold on. And is all the information, can I find it in the application?
The application is just a form you enter your name, you enter your grade level and some information and sign. Then the next step would be, once you commit to that application, we would send you, it's a questionnaire where the students fill out their information, their interests and all of that. That will help us then down the line with matching. But we will let you know when the application is due. By Friday next week, we'd like to see a commitment, and then you will have the questionnaire that you fill out with the essay and everything, and then there will be another time where we will collect that.
And are the flights organized by the school?
Yes.
Are the match
If anyone has great resources, we of course would love to listen to you and see what you suggest.
Are the match criteria in the application? If not, where are they?
The student matches?
I think so.
The student match would go by interest. We really look at the students. We try to match gender, age, and student interest. That doesn't always work. But we go, usually the teams from both schools sit together and match the students.
So for example, if you're afraid of dogs, you have to put that on the application. So we will not put you with someone that has a pet at home, or if you're allergic, we will try the best that we can, because that's how happened in the past. And that's it. I don't have any more questions.
Awesome. Thank you so much. This video will be online.
Hold on. Let me answer. There's another one. Can we extend the trip? Is there flexibility?
That is usually difficult because our chaperones come home with the students. So there would have to be a special contract made for that, a special flight booked. When we book flights, it's usually a group flight, and we have to pay a package deal. So that is difficult. We could discuss that on a one-on-one basis, but usually no.
Okay, let me go to the other page. Says, my daughter just learning Spanish. Doesn't matter if she's beginner in Spanish. The answer is no. Any grade requirements? How many students? Equitable for everyone? Which teachers travel, if any? That for the teachers, they haven't made the decision. It will be one of the Spanish teacher or both. I don't know yet. We will let you guys know as soon as they tell us. How do we can apply for the scholarships for the trip, and how does that work?
So that would be the next step. Once we see the commitment, there will be a line on there. We will ask for people to mark that if they want to discuss a scholarship, and then we'll schedule a meeting with the principal to review applications.
Okay, those hosting family guaranteed exchange trip in return.
What was the question?
Those hosting family guaranteed exchange trip in return.
Yes, usually when you host, it's a true exchange. So you host and the student goes, unless something happens in that period. The student leaves school, but yeah, usually it's a guarantee.
Okay, the next question is, what if my student doesn't know enough Spanish to write a 500-word essay? They can write it in English. Why they want to go to Spain? It's okay. We would read it in English if they don't know how to write for the beginner Spanish. And for how long kids will go to Spain is 2 weeks, including the flight and coming back. And the next one is, our students go first and then return with the students from Spain? No. You want to answer that one?
The students from Spain come first in January, February 2023, and our students would go in May, June 2023.
I think I cover all of them. I have to.
There's 2 hands that are raised. If you want to allow them to talk.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me... Marlem Diego. Let's see. I'm not sure if her hand was raised, but
You might want to
there you
type
go.
your message in the chat or in the question.
I think her mic is on now.
Just showing later.
Hello, Marlem. Did you have a
I'm
question?
sorry. No, I didn't. I did. I
Oh.
wrote it down on the chat. I'm sorry. I kind of
Okay,
pressed it
all
by
right.
accident.
Okay.
It's just I'm at work and I'm trying to listen.
Okay. All right.
But I don't know how to mute myself. Oh, there.
All right. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, I
Thank
don't
you
have
so much. Anything you want to add, Karen? Anything?
We are looking forward to having this trip. We're excited. And if you have any questions, you can come talk to me or Miss Ramirez, and we can help you fill out everything.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us tonight.
All right, Birgit, did you have anything else to share, or was that it?
That was it for tonight. So thank you so much. This will be on the website.
Yes, it's gonna be on the YouTube.
Perfect.
I
Thank
still
you.
have another question. Hold on.
Okay.
Says, who decides which kids go after grade priorities are considered? How do we decide that?
If we have children in the same grade level and we don't have enough positions, we would have a lottery. But that's usually not a problem.
We have
Because we
plenty of
usually have
space.
enough. We have usually enough space.
So if you want your kid to go, fill out the application, turn everything in, and we will make it happen.
Mhm.
Hopefully.
So we'll check in next week, Friday. Exciting. Perfect. Thank you, everyone. We did have the cost. We don't know the exact cost yet. We mentioned in the beginning, we're thinking about $2,000, but that is really right now a ballpark, not an exact number. Could be less. It was much less last time. It could be higher. Really depends on flights. It's a difficult flight connection getting to Gran Canaria. It's usually involving 2 stops. Okay, well, good night, everyone. Thanks for joining.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
I will be ending the meeting.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.